Welcome back to Optimized Health, where we're making easy, healthy, and delicious meals. Today we're doing a really easy pizza crust. This is going to be low carb. We're doing our almond flour blend and I've added extra baking powder. I'm also going to add some mozzarella shredded so it melts easily. This is about half a cup of almond flour blend, and I did about half a teaspoon of additional baking powder. Now I'm going to add about half a cup of mozzarella, so it's about a 1-to-1 ratio. If you want to do a bigger pie crust, go for it. So popping this in the microwave briefly for about 30 seconds. And we like to make this recipe typically with a cauliflower rice down, and it helps to stretch out your flour blend as well as adding more veggies and the benefits of the cruciferous, which we all know are great, especially for our perimenopausal and menopausal women and anybody really, any woman especially trying to balance their hormones, but it's also great for men's hormones and just in general the I guess it would be like for biology's sake, genetics, and helping to reduce cancer risk for everybody. So our favorite over here. If you can't find the cauliflower, we've been struggling lately to find it locally, so we started using broccoli, and surprise, it's not all that different. It does impart a color, as you may imagine, but we think it tastes pretty great and has been doing well. I'm gonna pop this in just a little longer. Broccoli is doing really well with any of the other toppings that we've been using. So today we'll probably do a white pizza. Typically with a tomato pizza, the broccoli is a really good combo. So we recommend it if you get a chance to get some broccoli slaw from Trader Joe's. Okay, that's nice and melted up. Gonna mix this in. I've preheated a pan and I added a little bit of olive oil. While you're kind of making this into your dough, if you wanted to add some additional seasoning, something like this Italian seasoning from Trader Joe's again, it'll be a really nice touch for the dough. Let me also add some oil to my pan over here. We're gonna cook this as a pan pizza. I have not been using the oven for this one. I like to do a lot of stuff on stovetop, but you certainly can get this into a nice dough, and then you can pop it in the oven or the microwave. I've tried it. It does come out okay. I would recommend just checking out more specifically how quickly stuff cooks in your microwave. It's hard to make recommendations because that can really vary, but that's also an option. So here we go. This was so quick, so easy. The seasoning's pretty nicely mixed in. I've got most of the ingredients combined here in this dough ball. These stragglers I'll grab up. So just press that in. And now you just want to flatten it a little bit, and you can finish working this dough in the pan. I'll show you. So I do like to press it down. Let me just use this bowl as a nice base here. So I like to press it down a little bit flatter. It can kind of contract as the cheese is melting when you're working with it, but in a hot pan it's gonna nicely melt and really help comply with your wishes to thin it out. And so this is going to be a little bit thinner crust, we hope, and just starting from the center and just kind of smoothing and stretching that out to the edges. It wanted to be square, and I love that. It's different. So we're gonna put that back and cook on both sides approximately, I would say 4 to 5 minutes on each side on a medium heat. So we'll be back to show you how that looks. You should talk to your doctor, healthcare provider, or veterinarian to see if any of these recipes, suggestions, or contents of these videos are right for you. Nothing contained in these videos are intended to be taken as medical advice. Use at your own risk. Okay guys, here we are back with our pizza crust. I've flipped it. This cooked for maybe, I would say 4 or 5 minutes, and it's nicely browned and smells really great. So I'm letting it cook on the other side while I prepare the sauce. So I'm using about a 1/4 cup of our favorite goat milk yogurt, and you can season this however you'd like. So I'm gonna add some organic black pepper, just a dash of that. I'm also going to put in some of this mochi curry powder because if you check out our other episode that connects with this one, we did some miniature meatballs that we're going to use on the topping, and I seasoned them with the mochi curry. So we're just going to mix that in, and probably want to add a little bit more of this Redmond's real salt, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of that, and a dash of garlic powder. I always love to add extra garlic powder. It's nicely mixed in. I'm putting this on top. 1 second here. Okay, so we have a nice base here. Just gonna spread it out from the center through the edges, kind of evenly. It's gonna taste good, so it's fine. I didn't want the yogurt to cook too much because hopefully there'll be some additional health benefits, but we are gonna top our pizza with some additional goodies. Just throwing in a little extra mozzarella on top here. I'm not putting those down. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna try to spread that on a little more evenly, this mozzarella cheese. Then we're just gonna choose some really good options here. I got mushrooms, peppers of all the colors, and some greens. It's a mix of like spinach and other baby greens. So let me show you what we've got. And I think this will be a fun one. I'm gonna put this in the middle, some other greens, and we're gonna put that back in. Just do whatever sort of designs or layout that you think is gonna be good and yummy. And then I'm gonna put this back on the fire with the lid on, just turning it down to about a medium low because we cooked it a little higher on the crust. And we'll let you know how it looks in just a few minutes. All right, so we have let the cheese melt in and let some of these nice fresh ingredients get heated up a little bit. We've already cooked these mini meatballs, which we encourage you to check out in our other recipe. It was so fun and so quick, and they're really versatile. So I'm just gonna add some of these. And we did these a little different. So it's a curry meatball that goes well with this curry pizza. So we're just gonna load up this pizza, and I hope you guys will check it out. We cannot wait. It looks delicious and smells so good. So please like, share it, and subscribe, and definitely let us know what next to cook.